The tone is set. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. And thank you for being au rendezvous for our keynote. So brace yourselves, the Renault Talk is starting now. We're going to spend a lively moment together, and I sincerely hope that you will enjoy the show. So, to introduce this keynote, I'm pleased to welcome on stage our CEO, Luca De Meo. Hi, Luca.
Hi, Christian.
Here we go again. So, a few weeks ago, we unveiled our new Renaulution strategic plan for the Renault Group. Renaulution starts happening, and today, with the team, we will elaborate on what that means for the Renault brand.
That's right. So, let's go.
Let's go.
So, I'm very happy to be here today. Thanks, Christian. This is the very first event dedicated to Renault after our new brand-driven organization. We're 3 months from the announcement of our strategic plan and a couple of weeks after the reveal of our CSR strategy. So we have laid the corporate and sustainable foundations of the group performance, we believe. And we are here today to show you how the Renaulution translates into the Renault brand. We're starting with the losange, as it is, everybody knows that, the backbone of the whole company. The success of the group's turnaround depends heavily on our ability to reposition the brand on the new value chain of sustainable mobility. But in January, we said Renault should represent the nouvelle vague, bringing a new modernity into the conversation. But the question is, what is modernity in the automotive world today? Some car makers envision it as a technology application. Some address it through a cost reduction approach. Some do both. We believe tech solution and cost reduction are just levers, not objectives. Modernity is about anticipating what customers really value and expect from mobility. And today, for me, it boils down to a few major expectations. Low emission vehicles, your car as your smartphone, as the ability to connect and update throughout its life cycle, and your cars gets better and better every day, adapting to your needs through the time. My objective is to ensure that the Renault brand addresses those needs better and faster than competitors. We are building industrial and tech bricks to deliver on each of these fields right where our roots are, in France first. In energy transition, we're aiming at becoming the greenest brand in the market. We're taking up the challenge that in 2030, 9 out of 10 of our cars will be electrified. And to do so, we'll rely on the Electro North Pole, which will become the biggest EV factory in Europe. We'll also offer EVs with a hydrogen twist through our joint venture with the worldwide leader in hydrogen solutions, Plug Power. Second, with 4 leading companies in different sectors, Atos, Thales, Dassault Systèmes, ST Microelectronics. We're building the Software Republic to create the technology needed to reshape mobility in the cities. Up to 2,000 data and software engineers will gather their expertise in cybersecurity, data processing, software, and microelectronics to develop unique solutions made in Europe. It complements the 1,000 engineers from the software factory who already today develop tech bricks allowing our vehicles to be upgradable and enriched over the air. The arrival of a world-renowned leading expert, Luc Julia, as chief scientist of Renault, will accelerate our achievements in AI, artificial intelligence, data, Internet of Things, for example. Finally, we're moving to a sustainable model. With the Refactory project, we are transforming a traditional assembly plant into the first European circular economy hub. We will renovate and recycle up to 120,000 vehicles a year, including EVs and their batteries. We are now, and we will be, the car maker with the highest percentage of recycled materials in new cars worldwide by 2030. Once completed, the Renaulution in France will mean an additional 8 billion euros on impact on the national GDP. We are, of course, rooting in France while we are developing and leveraging our international footprint. Renault is a global brand. For decades, the majority of our business has been done internationally. Group-wide, outside of Europe, we employ half of our workforces and produce 1.8 million vehicles in 16 production sites. That's actually 2/3 of our production. In the Renaulution plan, we keep our global presence, only in a smarter and more efficient way. We are preparing a new generation of products that will allow us to reposition the brand in our markets worldwide. Fabrice will tell you later more about the strategy. Our launches are really strengthening our position in India, in Russia, in Brazil, in South Korea, and many other markets. We are also repositioning the brand in the upper segments. As announced in our plan, the Renault brand will launch 7 models in the C and the D segments by 2025, all of which will be electrified. Arkana has set the ball rolling, soon to be followed by the Mégane E, who embodies our next generation of connected electric vehicles. Gilles Le Borgne will let you know today more about our hybrid gem, what we call here the E-Tech. This is our way of interpreting modernity. More value in our cars, more values in how we do it. We are moving away from the vroom vroom spirit predominant in the 20th century. I have actually the feeling that history is coming to us. Society is embracing values very close to the tradition of Renault. We have always made nice, warm products like the Twingo or the Kangoo. We have always stood for cars having a lower impact on the environment. We actually started first in Europe with electric cars. We also made products meant to be shared. That's les voitures à vivre, not designed for a solo use. We propose solutions to get people out of the crisis time with the 4 chevaux after World War II or the R5 after the oil shock in the 70s. This, my friends, is Renault. We are a warm and human brand. We have everything in our DNA to echo what the world is precisely looking for, a more responsible, sober, shared model after decades of fast fashion and overconsumption. And the good news is that we are starting many races, if not in pole position, at least on the first rows of the grid. What makes a brand grow are the people behind it. You'll see a few of our key leaders and experts today, and I'm very happy to be rolling out our resurrection with this so talented team. So now I'll leave you the floor to them. They'll get into more details about what we have in the store for the near future. I thank you very much for your attention.
So Luca, thank you for this introduction. So now precisely, here are the points that we're going to talk about today. First of all, we will have a look at the evolution of our new brand identity through its logo, design, advertising. Then we will have a look at the different assets we have at our disposal in 2021 to achieve our ambitions, technology and products. And finally, we will present our commercial ambitions for the coming month and how we are shifting our business model. So right now, let's start by the evolution of our brand identity. So to embody the Nouvelle Vague and to propel the brand into a new era, we needed a new design style and a new logo to reflect these changes. And that's what we worked on recently. And to tell us more about this topic, I'm pleased to welcome Gilles Vidal, Renault Design Director. So Gilles, hello, welcome.
Thank you.
So Gilles, the new logo was unveiled in January during a Renaulution event presented by Luca. A new logo and a new design director since you've been here for 6 months now.
That's 6 months already, so time flies, I guess. But it's been an amazing time. There's a great energy in the design team, great energy in the company, actually. So I think we're going for an amazing adventure.
Yeah, and so you started with a lot of topics, the Renault 5, of course, and this logo. So revamping such an iconic logo was quite a challenge, wasn't it?
It is quite a challenge indeed, actually, as the logo is a very strong sign of recognition of a brand. The diamond shape was started in 1925, and it's a very strong, recognizable sign at first sight. The last one is from 1992, with a slight redesign in 2015. But the reflections on the new one actually started in 2019 with the Landor agency. But we decided to finalize and launch now as Renault is entering a new era.
So what were the main goals with this new logo?
So the goal was, on one hand, to maintain the recognition of the brand's heritage, and on the other, to enter a new era by creating a symbol for the future. So the logo has to hold the values of a modern and international brand and represent the multiplicity of its fields of expression.
And what about the main lines?
So, well, we obviously kept the timeless recognizable diamond shape first. And we created a flat design logo, but not quite, because it has some three-dimensional effect generated by the two interlaced shapes. So this effect also gives a lot of dynamism to the logo. It's a great symbol of movement and life, which is very true to the heart and the DNA of the Renault brand. The logo is not closed either, so it stands for an open and transparent company. The interlaced diamonds actually represent inclusiveness, which is very strong in the Renault company as well. So they unite principles, hardware and software, products and services, the car world and the tech world, and I would push it to even the new products and the refactoried products, which the Flin factory will be dedicated to.
Yeah, so you're talking about new products, and in fact, this new logo is obviously just a first step in the renewal strategy of this brand. So can you tell us a bit more then about the design strategy of the new products?
Well, the design of the products themselves is a long-term process. Still, I believe every new product has to be an evolution, a strong evolution even for the brand. The world is moving very fast, everything is very quick, and we must keep the right pace to stay on top of the game, basically. So the future cars will go for a very strong design evolution each time, yet relevant regarding our values.
Yeah, so Gilles, I understand that design is a long-term process, and that's probably too early today to show what the futures are going to look like, let's say. But it's been a few years that the design teams at Renault has been talking and featuring new interior strategy with the famous L-shape dashboard, which was presented on concept cars like Trésor or Morphose. So tell us more about this.
Well, indeed, there's going to be substantial changes for the next interiors, starting with the new Megane E, in fact. And concept cars do help us find and explore the future, find innovative ideas. They did help find the right design path for the cockpit experience of the future of our production cars, in fact.
Yeah, so I guess it's a bit too early again to show everything, but you have brought some things to tease us, let's say, on that topic.
Yes, yes, I did. It's a bit too early to unveil the interior completely, but still, I brought a few things to explain it roughly. You know, a car interior is not just about the aesthetics, it's about the experience you get on board. And so we leveraged three axes to make this happen. The high-tech content, of course, the screens in the car, very high-quality screens. The events are hidden magically inside the screens. And again, the content and the experience you'll get in terms of interaction will be quite amazing. The second thing is the physical space in the car, because after all, the cars in the future are not just big screens and connectivity and so on. It's about, you know, the human body and the human person. So we worked a lot on the storage and the practicality and the clever, you know, approach to all this in order to enhance that physical experience. And the electrical platforms do help us enhance that effect. And of course, aesthetics still matters. So the shapes, the volumes, the lines, the materials, all this scenarized properly help us push the cars into the future.
Right, so obviously more to come on that topic in the next month, but you didn't want to leave without showing something really new, so...
Yes, I did bring something extra. The new logo will actually be on the new Megane E. So here is a rear view detail of the car, and it also shows a little close-up on the tail light of the car as a little surprise. So lights are not just a signature of a car. They convey, they explain the technological content of the car. So here you go, a little present for you today.
Good. It's always great when designers come with a small and nice surprise like that. So thank you very much, Gilles.
Thank you, Christian.
So a new logo is the first step on the path of our brand renewal, but it's not the only one. Arnaud Belloni is joining the stage now to explain what is in the pipes for Renault in terms of brand identity. Hello, Arnaud.
Hello, Christian.
Welcome on stage. So, Arnaud, we often discuss together about the topic of brand identity, and I know that for you there are three ways to change the image of a brand.
Yes, the first one is changing the advertising tone and style of the brand. This is what we've done. It takes 6 to 12 months. It will be done in, I think, less than 6 months for Renault. The second way is working out on the product definition, product design. Of course, it's longer because depending on the complexity of the range, but it can take from 3 to 7 years. And the third way is to change the logo. And this is what we've done collectively with Gilles and all the team.
Yeah, so as you said, on the logo, the work is done. That's what Gilles has just presented to all of us. And so I would like to ask you, from a marketing perspective, what are the advantages of such a logo?
The logo, the new logo is more premium, is more legible. When you reduce the size of the logo, more particularly on social networks, it is super legible now. Before it was not. And there will be a total coherence between the logo on the car and the logo in the advertising in the future. And I think that this logo, I love it because it is alive. And when you look at this logo in motion design, it's perfectly alive. And this is exactly what we wanted to do.
And by the way, to demonstrate that, you have prepared with the agency Lander a video to clarify this point. So let's have a look at the video.
Johnny's always running around. Johnny's always running around, trying to find certainty. He don't know what to prefer.
Arnaud, last question about the logo. What about the deployment now?
The deployment has started in March. We already have done advertising and social media. It will continue in June with websites. And then we will go starting next year, January 22 onwards, for all the retail sites.
And for the cars as well, as Gilles has explained before. So let's move now to advertising. So understand that you want to move fast on advertising. So what are you doing and what are you going to do?
Christian, we want to let Renault be Renault again. All is about bringing back Renault in the game, bringing back the attractiveness of Renault. You know, recently Renault was a bit hidden behind the Renault Group or the Alliance. And we all know that people do not buy a group or an alliance, they buy a brand. So the more the brand is stronger, the stronger is the group and the alliance. So all is about making a strong brand.
So the idea is kind of bringing the Renault magic back, isn't it?
Absolutely, revive the brand and reconnect the brand with the audiences.
Okay, so that's what you sometimes describe as the love brand strategy.
True. The love brand strategy, I like this concept because, you know, all is about love. What a program. But clearly, that's the point. People do buy brands when they love them. Even better, people do buy brands at price, respecting the price, if they love them. In case somebody is asking for a discount, it's because he does not love the brand, he does not respect the brand, or he's not in the target. So all is about love. Love comes with respect. This is why we need to make the brand stronger and respected.
So let's move to the recipe. What is it to do so?
That's a secret. But the recipe is very simple. I call it the golden rule. It's a triangle. And you know, it's a little bit like the Jedi testimonial. In any circumstances, you will respect the brand. You will magnify the brand. So the brand is a jewel. Two, in any circumstances, you will tell a story. The moment you tell a story to somebody, this somebody listens to you, and if he listens to you, he respects you. And of course, the third one is key. In any circumstances, you will search for impact. So impact is key in our business because there will be in the future less and less money in marketing. So we need to be more efficient. We need to stand out. We need to shout loud, and we need to shout different. So there is no option. You need to do the three. If you do 1 out of 3, no. 2 out of 3, no. 3 out of 3, yes. So this is the way to build a love brand.
So now if we move a step further, you often speak about the Madeleine de Proust strategy, what we translate to the Easter egg strategy. So please describe.
Well, that's a very simple concept. I call it the emotional shortcut. In each brand, inside the DNA, there are sweet things that people love. They don't always remember these, but the moment you pick up these sweet things and you activate them, then the people do remember and they say, that's why I love Renault. And then you reconnect. The reconnection goes there. So I'm going to give you a few examples. The first one, very famous, Renault is the brand of the Formula One. So in the E-Take movie, we have played in a modern way the emotional shortcut of the Formula One. But there is also the iconic dimension of Renault. So when we do the Renault 5 prototype, we reconnect with the icon. But when I celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Renault 4, we reconnect with the icon. But when we use Johnny and Mary from Robert Palmer, and we use it in Arcana in the E-Take movie, we do exactly the same thing. We play an emotional shortcut to reconnect. There are dozens of examples, but this is the strategy.
So let's take one step even further. What about the execution?
Execution is key. We call that the craft, the way you package all that marketing. But it's too technical. Let's play only the values, the pillars on which we build this marketing. So the values, very simple. 5. Renault is warm because we are Latin. Renault is human. We said les voitures à vivre. Renault is modern. Renault is militant. We are French, so we are militant. And Renault has to be excellent. If we do so, we are Renault and we are unique. Perhaps we should see examples, no? What do you think?
Yeah, so you wanted to show a lot, I know that.
16, I wanted to say 16, you've said 2.
Exactly.
So I am very frustrated.
Right, so let's go. Let's show the first one.
Yeah, so the first one is the Capture, the new Capture HEV. So we did a product demo, but we have hidden the product demo behind a beautiful story. And of course, we have used an emotional shortcut, which is the Renault Gitane jersey from the late 70s of Bernard Hinault. And we have chosen to impact a song which is super famous, The Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. We see the TVC now.
Let's go. Let's have a look.
So many times it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. Rising up.
We need to stop.
To the challenge.
I'm out of gas, Dad.
What are you talking about? We're fine.
The last known survivor stalks his prey.
He's the one who needs to be recharged.
And he's watching us all in the eye.
Up to 40% savings thanks to E-Tech Hybrid technology. New Renault Capture E-Tech Hybrid. Unstoppable.
So, Arnaud, now you have your second example.
Yes, Christian. Renault Care Service, the advertising campaign for after sales. Generally in the industry, the after sales communication is really promotional. We wanted to do totally different. We wanted to be premium. We wanted to valorize the savoir-faire, the know-how. We are the guys repairing electric cars. We wanted to show the care and to show our know-how and our expertise. So that's why we have done this movie. So the storytelling is really sharp. 2, there is an emotional shortcut. We have taken the Renault Fuego, but it's also a way to impact, because when people are going to see the Renault Fuego, it's going to impact. But we have chosen a song also, which is a 1964 song from Sylvie Vartan, written by Charles Aznavour. Let's see the TVC together.
Let's have a look.
Ce soir je serai la plus belle pour aller danser. Danser pour mieux évincer toutes celles que tu as aimées. Aimer. Ce soir je serai la plus tendre quand tu me diras. Diras tous les mots que je veux entendre murmurés par toi. Par toi. Ce soir je serai la plus belle pour aller danser. Danser pour mieux évincer.
Who better than Renault to take care of your Renault? Renault Care Service.
Aimer.
So, Arnaud, there's a last topic I'd like to discuss with you, the creation of the E-Tech brand, which is a topic on which you have worked quite hard on the last month.
True, Christian. Renault is the leader in electric vehicles, but is far from being top of mind, especially for hybrid. So we've decided to build a strong umbrella brand to showcase our know-how in electric, hybrid, and plug-in hybrid vehicle. This umbrella name is called E-Tech. And we have used the fact that we are using E-Tech hybrid engines on the Formula Ones to showcase that in an advertising that we have broadcasted last Christmas on TV and in January in all Europe.
Good. And by the way, because you have behaved well, we're going to show it, so you have your third commercial today.
Thank you, Christian.
Thank you, Arnaud. Let's have a look.
Mom is working on the hybrid engine, honey.
John is always running around. He needs all the world to confirm. Johnny's always running around, trying to find certainty. He needs all the world to confirm that he's lonely. Johnny's always round. Johnny's always running around.
Well, this advertising definitely embodies our commitment to delivering voiture à vivre and sustainable mobility for all. So now let's dive into e-tech. And amongst our large electrified e-tech range, let's especially focus on our hybrid solution. And to that purpose, I'm now calling on stage Gilles Leborgne and Mathilde Fleury. Mathilde, Gilles, hello.
Hello, Christian.
Hello.
So welcome to the both of you. Mathilde, you're, by the way, one of the best experts in Gilles' team about the e-tech technology. But I come back to you a bit later on, and I will start with you, Gilles. So Gilles, in a nutshell, this e-tech technology, this e-tech hybrid technology, what is it?
Well, Christian, it's very simple. In a nutshell, it's a gem. It's a unique multimodal hybrid technology with its two variants, full hybrid, HEV, or plug-in hybrid, PHEV. And it's an exclusive high-tech solution that we launched last year, starting with Clio, Captur, and Megane, with an affordable offer at the heart of the market on our best-selling cars in order to provide to everyone the access to electric mobility without any compromise. Whatever you can choose, HEV or PHEV, according, of course, to your specific needs and expectation, you'll always enjoy maximum electric driving pleasure and maximum efficiency.
Right, so let's try to be a bit more specific about it. What's so singular with it?
Well, look, this technology, which has been the subject of more than 150 patents, is directly benefiting of two key Groupe Renault incomparable assets. First, our experience in electric vehicles for more than 10 years. Second, our wonderful lab for innovation. You know it very well. I mean Formula One racing team.
Yeah, so here we go, the Formula One from track to road. So explain to us how are organized these bridges between the Formula One lab and the e-tech hybrid technology embedded in our cars?
Well, I will not go too much into technical details, but I would like to focus on three key points related to its unique design. In F1, as well as in our e-tech models, we have the same architecture and similar major components. That is to say, one combustion engine combined with two electric motors and a central battery. This architecture is in both cases paired with an intelligent multi-mode dog gearbox. This gearbox has an excellent efficiency since it has no clutch and no part rubbing together, avoiding all frictions. And third point, we embedded an original system control that provides a high energy optimization. In other words, the system is always finding the best combination, the best balance to provide you efficiency, power, and driving pleasure. At the same time, it reduces your fuel economy and, of course, your CO2 emissions.
Yes, you're definitely extremely enthusiastic about this technology. Yeah, you could speak hours about it, by the way. I know that, but we have asked some other experts to give their opinion about this engine. So let's have a look on the video.
Hi everyone, I'm Esteban Ocon, driver for Alpine F1 team.
Hello everyone, here Fernando Alonso, driver for Alpine F1 team.
I hope you're all keeping well. I just wanted to make you a small message to share with you how impressed I am with the e-tech technology. And every time I drove that technology on the track, but also on the road, silence, comfort, and responsiveness, those three words are very important to me. Each time I drove the e-tech, for example, the Clio, I was always driving in EV mode in town. It was such a nice experience, and yeah, I really loved it.
The hybrid technology feels good when you drive the car. You can play a little bit depending if you are in the city and you use the full electric mode, or when you are using the hybrid technology for longer trips, and you have these unlimited possibilities. I'm impressed about the technology by the fun to drive for sure, and the high technology that we have in the Formula One cars in our days. And then I'm impressed also about maybe the intelligent gearbox. We have a gearbox very, very sophisticated, and that technology also helping us.
The ratio efficiency consumption is simply a no-brainer for me. So I could go on chatting to you all about the e-tech technology, but I must go back to my engineers, focus on this weekend's performance with our own e-tech technology as well on the track. We need to push there to perform, so I see you all soon, and follow us.
Thank you, Esteban and Fernando, who actually did this testimonial last weekend in Portimao before the Grand Prix of Portugal. Good weekend for the team, by the way, where both Esteban and Fernando scored points. So, I come to you now, Mathilde. Let's speak a bit about the customers. So, in your own words, how would you describe the key common benefits of this technology for our customers?
Well, thank you, Christian. Broadly speaking, according to me, it is a revolutionary powertrain on the hybrid market. The e-tech models are unique from a technology point of view, and therefore unique in terms of customer experience. So with our e-tech hybrid, whether they are HEV or PHEV, you will enjoy a whole new driving experience, benefiting of the sensation and the pleasure of electric driving. So first, thanks to an electric only starting every time, it will provide you immediate torque availability. Then, you will enjoy an excellent fuel efficiency on a daily basis, as described by Jill previously. And third, there is this real driving pleasure in all circumstances. And what I really appreciate on this car is the silence of our e-tech cars.
So let's go further, and let's now focus on the e-tech hybrid, fully hybrid.
Yes, so with e-tech hybrid, basically, you don't change your habits. You don't need to plug in your car, as the battery is charging while driving only. Nevertheless, you enjoy electric driving up to 80% of your time in the city, and then you reduce your consumption by 40%. So finally, you drive a more eco-friendly car while enjoying pleasure of electric feeling. So for instance, let's speak about this car right here, New Capture. As you can see, the reference of B SUV with a remarkable ability and a high level of personalization is now available with an e-tech hybrid version. So you have here all the best of our New Capture, plus the pleasure of electric and the efficiency of a hybrid. And just to conclude with a few figures, if I may, Christian, with its e-tech full hybrid engine of 145 horsepower, it consumes 5 liters, 100 kilometers, and emits 113 grams of CO2.
Yeah, so Capture is now getting the full hybrid version, and the Capture was also available before with the plug-in hybrid version. So that shows somehow the full versatility and potential of this architecture.
Yes, you're right, Christian. So this shows how we can quickly adapt this e-tech hybrid or plug-in hybrid on our models. And to go more in details with e-tech plug-in, let's start with this renewed Megane on its hatch version. So, like the Estate version and like also Capture e-tech plug-in, this hatch version is a renewed Megane equipped with a 160 horsepower and equipped with a rechargeable battery, allowing an extra heavy range up to 50 kilometers in WLTP.
All right, interesting. Perhaps a few figures more to describe it?
Yes, of course. So Megane PHEV is really electric on demand. Thanks to a daily recharge, you will be able to drive in 100% electric mode during your daily commute. So it really reduces your running costs. And to go more in details with our figures, a new Megane E-Tech plug-in consumes 1.3 liters per 100 kilometers and emits 28 grams of CO2, of course, with a daily charge.
So I believe, Mathilde, you have been quite comprehensive about the, let's say, the benefits of this technology on both cars. What's the first commercial trend?
Yes, well, actually, we can really appreciate day after day a warm welcome. This also reward the energy and the determination of our engineers. And we already see the fruits of our work. In fact, in France, for instance, Renault reached 33% segment share on the hybrid B segment and 22% in Europe. So with our E-Tech hybrid real voiture à vivre, we definitely democratize electric mobility.
Thank you very much, Mathilde.
Thank you.
Gilles, for the conclusion, I come back to you and perhaps to the word you used during your introduction. It's a gem. And that's just the beginning, isn't it? So what's next now?
Well, Christian, you are right. Today, we are proud of this technology, which now equips 6 cars in our range and definitely contributes to our electrification strategy. But as you rightly mentioned, that's just the beginning. As a matter of fact, we are enlarging the scope of this technology, preparing the exciting futures, working especially on the next gen that will arrive on C segment. We will use a brand new state-of-the-art 1.2 3-cylinder engine together with improved e-motors. This evolution will offer the right level of features fully adapted to the needs of the higher segments and especially, of course, the C-SUV segment that we are working on. This technology will feature no less than 200 horsepower in HEV by 2022 and no less than 280 horsepower in PHEV four-wheel drive version by 2024. And you know what, Christian? By doing that, we will keep all the benefits of the current technology, high performance, low fuel economy, affordability, and fun to drive together with maximum electric usage.
So E-Tech, as a summary, already a success story, but just the beginning of the story. So Gilles, Mathilde, thank you very much. And to introduce our next sequence, we have a little surprise in store for you. You'll see, it will bring back some memories. I won't tell you more. Let's listen and let's have a look. Thank you, guys. Really great performance. Thank you. So, of course, you all recognize the famous song Johnny and Mary, performed for us today by the French singer Rover, with the band Echoes. So, a mythical song to accompany our brand new Arcana model. And to speak about Arcana, I will welcome on stage now Frédéric Clermont and Laure Grégoire, and they are going to tell us more, much more, about this amazing hybrid coupe SUV. So, Laure, Frédéric, welcome on stage.
Hello, Christian.
So, Frédéric, I'm starting with you. How do you feel right in the middle of this launch, which is such an importance for the Renault brand?
Obviously, we feel very excited and really impassioned, not only Laure and I, but the whole company, with the Renaulution plan perspective, and more specifically with this brand new Arcana.
Yeah, so before Laure goes into more detail about the car, tell us why Arcana, why is it so unique?
Actually, we have plenty of reasons. I could talk about the most advanced hybrid technology on the market. I could talk about quality inside and out, about comfort and roominess, telling you how I can put easily my 6 feet into the rear of the car. I could talk about driving dynamics, or even best-in-class safety that make Arcana really unique. But in fact, there's only one standout reason. This car is all about emotion, this true emotion we want to share, not only with our loyal Renault customers, but also all the others who could think, hey, this is the car I want.
Okay, so you speak about emotion. So concretely, how does this car give the emotion to the customers?
Well, it comes from the combination of SUV and coupe styling, being one step ahead in the democratization of such a body type, coming from the world of premium. It is athletic and fluid at the same time. It brings a high drive position experience, but you feel so close to the road while driving. The design is dynamic with its roofline drop, but it is surprisingly roomy. In one word, hybrid.
Totally hybrid, and Laure will come back to this in a minute.
Yes, and there is more, Christian. Since presenting the car for the very first time last year, we can really feel the pride of every Renault employee, proud that Renault, a generalist, can bring to the market the first SUV coupe. It means that Renault is back, launching a very strong offensive in the coming months, particularly in the C segment, the leading category in Europe with 40% of sales.
So that's why I come to you, Laure. So tell us a bit more about these markets and the customers of this car.
Yes, of course. Frédéric has just mentioned the C segment. It is the playground for Arcana, and it is changing quickly. We see the SUV body type, it is increasing very fast. It will represent up to 55% of the category in 2021. And at the same time, this SUV offer is increasingly fragmented. We see SUVs with different sizes, different shapes, different types of energy. And Arcana is our answer to this evolution. It brings something completely different to the category. It's a new vision for SUVs, refreshing the traditional codes. And so it's different, but it ticks many boxes. It has a strong personality, a high drive position, it offers space, and it answers the customer's expectation for more environmental solutions.
So you're saying it ticks many boxes. Is it perceived this way by the customers? Does it meet their expectations already?
We met some customers for a survey that we conducted in Paris a few months ago. In this survey, Arcana was preferred over its main competitors for two key reasons: its hybrid engine and its unique styling. So actually, Arcana reconciles expectations that are usually not compatible when you buy a new car. Customers do not need anymore to choose between sporty styling and roominess, or between SUV and efficiency, for instance.
So actually a lot of contradictions here.
Yes, but in a positive way, really. This is the point, and this is what makes Arcana so modern and also attractive for a wide range of customers, the men and women, younger and older people, single and families, active and retired, and from the C SUV owners who are looking for something more distinctive, to the younger families driving C hatch and looking for an SUV that is more dynamic and efficient.
And right. If I may, Laure, this also makes it so emblematic of Renault. Yes. From Les Voitures à Vivre to the Renaulution, that is something that is particularly stimulating for all of us to be back in the C segment with a car that proudly flies our yellow colors.
That's right.
Yeah, so I think it's time now to speak about and to present the car we have on stage. So that's the RS line version. So that's what we could call the flagship of the range. So the car that the people would fall in love with.
Yes, this is the RS Line version, really nice car. We are very proud of this version because it brings together all the best of Arkana. We see the LED lighting. We see also at the front this blade, aerodynamic blade inspired by the Formula One. And these amazing 18 inches alloy wheels, black diamond with the red accent. In the interior, it is modern, comfortable, and sporty, with a combination of leather and suede on the seats, with large screens, and also with a specific carbon finishing on the dashboard.
And this is also a car of its time.
Yes, first it is electrified. Then it is also connected with Google Online Search and with over-the-air updates of the system and of the map, exactly like you have today on your smartphone. And of course, it comes with a wide range of driving heads, 14 driving heads, including the first step for autonomous driving. And Arkana also benefits from the Renault Easy Connect. This is a Renault word for connected services that you can use either on board or through the My Renault application off board.
And above all, it provides with the best hybrid technology.
Yeah, I would even say, Christian, that Arkana is the first car in our range to be born hybrid. We are very proud of that. Like Clio and Capture, it offers 80% of city driving in electric mode and up to 40% of reduction in fuel consumption. But beyond these figures, when you drive this car, you really feel the emotion and the fun of electric driving. You know, this magic combination of comfort and silence. Arkana is arriving very soon, so soon you will all be able to drive it by yourself. And lastly, let us really pay special tribute to the whole team all over the world, working very hard, especially in the current context that we are all facing, to prepare this launch. We are now in the final sprint and we are all very enthusiastic.
So let's move to the commercial launch. And I get back to you, Frédéric. So tell me a few words about this commercial launch.
Sure, but let me first share something with you. When you develop such a completely new car, which is not yet sure to be a big commercial hit, there are moments when you wonder if you made the right choices. Of course, you always believe that the design and the technologies are the best ones. But at the end of the day, you don't know really how it will be received by the market, by the customers. The truth is that today we are exactly where we expected to be 2 years ago, and even more. Despite the headwinds all over the planet, we succeeded in launching the car right in the middle of the COVID crisis.
Yeah, so indeed, since we made the first announcement of this car, it has been extremely well welcome, I would say, especially by the press.
Not only from the press, but also from the customers. And we can now feel the great excitement and the high level of impatience from them, and also from our dealerships across Europe.
Right, Frédéric. So finally, where are we today?
So the car is available in Russia, in Korea, and now in a number of European countries with its micro-hybrid powertrain. And we have already registered more than 6,000 customer orders in just 4 weeks. And the E-Tech technology will be arriving very soon in June.
Right. Frédéric, before we move on, remind me, how tall are you?
193.
193. So I will take you to your words. Let's check something. Are you really capable to sit comfortably and easily, as you stated, at the rear of the car?
That's really bad. You don't trust me, Christian. Okay, let's do this. You see, easy access. I'm perfectly at ease at the rear. Space here, space there as well.
Right, demonstration done. Thanks, Frédéric. So that's definitely a very roomy and spacey interpretation of the SUV coupe concept, this brand new Arkana. So, Laure, Frédéric, thank you very much. And now, to conclude this part, let's watch the new Arkana commercial.
Father. Son.
Okay.
Shy.
Honey.
Fair play.
Haha, very funny. Oh, come on.
Courageous. Best lover. Best friend. In a word, It's you.
Johnny's always running around.
Hybrid by nature. All new Renault Arcana.
Johnny's always running around.
So, after Arcana, let's now focus on an iconic car of the Renault range, the brand new Kangoo. And for this, let's welcome Thierry Plangenet, who will tell us more about this elegant combi space perfectly designed for evasion and family. Thierry, it's your turn now. Welcome on stage. And let's speak about this brand new car, the new Kangoo, which was at the time, by the way, a proper revolution in the car market, wasn't it? And by the way, last month, you presented the van version of the new Kangoo during the LCV show. And today I can feel it. You're so proud to present to the world this Kangoo passenger car.
Hello, Christian. Thank you. Yes. Kangoo is an icon. Kangoo is an icon, more than 4 million units sold for more than 20 years in all the continents of the planet. In many, many countries, even in Japan, very far from Paris, where every year the Japanese customer enjoy gathering, in the foot of Mount Fuji just to celebrate this icon. They are really proud of it, and so we are. So just trust me, the new Kangoo will still and continue to generate this kind of enthusiasm.
More than happy to trust you. Just tell me why.
Yeah, very simple, Christian, because the new Kangoo it's true to its DNA, very linked to the family needs of today and needs of tomorrow. So, new Kangoo is designed and manufactured in France to be spread all over the world. It's a global product. Behind new Kangoo, you have the whole Renault team. Designer, manufacturer, cost controller, buyer, sales and marketing team. It's a collective task. We have even the network, more than 2,400 dealerships involved in this launch. It's about 8,000 sales advisors, very trained to advise our customers since the day one. Christian, designing, manufacturing, launching Kangoo is a collective job. And we are preparing this fireworks since more than 5 years. Let's say that Kangoo is back.
So Kangoo is back, but with a stronger ambition, let's say. So discovering new territories, extending its playground, I would say. Right?
Yes, full agree, Christian. The Kangoo's playground is unlimited, thanks first for his improved design, full level of equipment, unbeatable reminiscence, a high level of modularity, and of course a full package of ADAS. At the end, we think that new Kangoo will hit not only the combi space and Ludo space segment, it will be the mono space segment. In other words, we think that new Kangoo will hit the family segment. This family that we are not talking about feature, we're talking about mindset, we're talking about way of life, behavior, The new Kangoo will be, we think, the best companion for these tribes that want to live their life without constraint at the fullest. That is it. So we think that new Kangoo will be the best companion for the family. New Kangoo it's a voiture à vivre. And just to have a look on this way of life, just have a look on a video.
We are the different ones. The ones who love to get lost. The ones who enjoy making new friends. We are the ones who don't care about the next episode. The ones who don't like the couch. The everyday rebels. We are the ones who drive the new Renault Kangoo. Welcome on board.
Kangoo, and proud of it. All new Renault Kangoo.
Another great commercial. So Thierry, before the video, you spoke to us about all these brand new features. So can you tell us a bit more about this now?
Very simple. Thank you. Very simple, Christian. New Kangoo it's a best cocktail with safety, comfort, and modularity. Just have a look on safety. Safety is about 14 ADAS. And these ADAS are not optional extra. That as a standard since the first trim level. These ADAS are just to a better driving experience, safer roads for all, and easier parking. That is safety on New Kangoo.
So safety and ADAS, all very important features for families, as comfort and modularity are.
Yes, New Kangoo will provide best comfort and best modularity. Christian, have a look on 4 unforgettable features. Come on.
Let's go.
The first one is rear seat. Rear seat, full-size rear seat for adults. Record in terms of roominess. The second one is inside Kangoo, it's over 49 liters of storage. The third one is roof bar. These roof bars are unique. You can use it without using a tool. And last but not least, let's have a look on the boot. Generous boot with a volume of almost 800 liters, expandable to 3,500 liters. That is New Kangoo.
Yes. So talking about the boot, I can see on screen that we are featuring adult-sized bicycles. So you're pretending that we can fit a standing adult-sized bicycle in the car, right?
Yeah,
okay, let's bring the bike then.
Let's test it.
I go on the other side
I need your help,
you.
Christian, I need your help. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I will put the bike. You can see we can put it upright. That is unique. It's an adult bike. Huh? We can put it too, if you want, without losing the 2 rear seats. You see, Christian, with the New Kangoo, you will never run out of space. For us, New Kangoo is maybe the most post-COVID vaccine. You can go everywhere. With New Kangoo, you have no limits, no limits.
So, no limits, but nevertheless, in the future, the range will extend again and again and again,
yes.
Right?
Every year and every month, we're going to open new solutions to fit to our family needs. First, automatic gearbox. Second, L2 lens. Third, 7-seat, full seats. And as leader on the EV LCV market, E-Tech technology will be available on the PC version. And this version will keep the same feature of the ICE version. Same safety, same comfort, same modularity. And icing on the cake, this E-Tech version will be complying since the beginning on 81. That is New Kangoo.
Great. I think we have covered almost everything, basically, on that car. What else, Thierry?
Well, New Kangoo is, you see, it's a best companion for the families who dare to live their life without constraint at the fullest. New Kangoo, we think we are back in the race and back to the Champions League.
Back to the Champions League. That's good news. Thank you, Thierry. So we've talked about the brand, we've talked about technology, we've focused on some of our brand new vehicles. Now let's see how things are going on the business side with Fabrice Cambolive. Fabrice, welcome.
Thank you.
Fabrice, you have the difficult mission to be the last one on stage today. So, Fabrice, we have a new identity. We are re-energizing the company with a cutting-edge electrification strategy, and we have seen we have some very exciting new products. That's all sound great, but we have a lot of changes coming from outside. COVID, component crisis. So tell us, is it going to slow us down?
No, you're right, Christian. We are now facing unprecedented headwinds. COVID, components crisis, disruption in the global supply chain, and all of this drive us to go even faster in the reinvention of the company with a focus on 3 topics. Green, delivering more and more electric technology. Products, renewing our lineup in Europe and internationally. And value, focusing on value, knowing that volumes will follow.
Yeah, so when we announced the Renaulution back in January, we identified a certain number of internal challenges. For example, a very large international footprint, but therefore a lot of risk. So how are we going to address all this risk?
We are refocusing the way we run the business with a small number of priorities, market by market, model by model, and with a particular offensive on our new launches in the C segment.
So can you tell us more about your market priorities then?
Yes. At the end of April, our top 10 markets were equally split between Europe and international. In Europe, leveraging our core markets, France, Spain, Italy, Germany, and the UK, we are moving towards a simplified and unique lineup. And worldwide, we are investing in our historical markets with a high level of localization. Brazil, Russia, Turkey, and India, markets, by the way, with a strong potential.
Yeah, so you mentioned India. Yes. It's obviously very challenging time at the moment for our friends in India, and our thoughts are with the people of this country.
Yes, very worrying time in India, and our thoughts are with everyone there. We are doing what we can to support our colleagues, our friends in India, and we hope that the situation will be under control as soon as possible.
Yeah, and I know, by the way, Fabrice, that it's a country very close to your heart because you used to spend a lot of time and to go many times to India in the past. So I can understand that all our thoughts are with the people of this country.
Yes, thank you, Christian.
And just before the sharp rise in COVID, we were actually launching Kiger. We got a very good reception from the press. What about the customers?
Kiger made a strong start, both in terms of the number of customers choosing it and in terms of profitability, yes.
Okay, that's great. Any other success story around the world?
Yes. We can also talk about one of our iconic SUV. In Russia, new Renault Duster was just launched a month ago, and the order bank is already strong, reinforcing our 8% market share and robust profitability. New Duster is also performing well, very well in Brazil, and is just arriving in Colombia, Argentina, and Mexico. Let's watch how it goes.
So that's all very good news all over the world, and I noticed that you really mean actually value first, with both encouraging messages on volume, but also on profit.
Absolutely. And on top of this, we now have a real capacity to reduce our risk exposure. To achieve this, we made choices in terms of distribution to protect our cash. For example, we are partnering with private distributors to support our expansion in countries like Australia or South Africa. But at the same time, we are resizing also our industrial footprint in Brazil and Korea to improve our competitiveness. And we manage the currency volatility through tough pricing and localization. Once again, value first, and the volumes will follow.
So yeah, you keep mentioning that, by the way, value first and volumes will follow. So now it's time, I guess, to clarify the strategy.
It means that we are all committed to ensuring the right quality of sales. Limited diversity with a simplified and understandable range, limited discounts with a decrease of our variable marketing expenses, attractive financial offers supported by our bank, and a channel mix adjusted to the local markets. These are the basics. And what will really make the difference are our new products, built with the talent and know-how of the whole Renault team.
Indeed. So we talked about the new products outside of Europe, but also, we have seen that earlier, a lot of exciting new products for Europe.
Yes. In Europe, we have a clear roadmap with two key pillars. We aim for leadership in green technology with E-Tech, and we are going on the offensive in the C segment and in LCV. And this offensive has already started. As you saw earlier, with Arcana, we are moving up market in the C segment, which represents 40% of the European market. The car is getting a great welcome in terms of orders and of customer and press feedback. And once again, value first. Arcana's turnover per unit is over 30,000 euros, compared with our lineup average at 15.
Yeah, so the offensive strategy with Arcana, and at just the beginning, as you mentioned. And you mentioned just before the green technology strategy or offensive. So can you tell us a bit more about this as well?
Yes. Did you know, Christian, that 1 sale out of 4 in Europe for the Renault brand is electrified? That means either a full EV or a full hybrid solution. Did you know that 30% of all Clios sold in France are now E-Tech hybrid models? And tomorrow, Capture and Arcana will offer E-Tech hybrid versions, which will represent more than 50% of their sales. But the green revolution isn't just about hybrids. It's also about full electric vehicles. Next year, we will launch Megane E, the first full EV from the Renaulution.
Good. So we are getting very close to the end of this first Renault Talk, Fabrice, and I understand that despite a very challenging environment, the Renaulution is off to a strong start, actually. So how would you sum it up now?
Concretely, I would like to sum up in 3 points. First, we are offering our customers greener and more attractive products. Second, we believe in this new product lineup and we will not compromise its value. Third, facing a tough external context, we accelerate to turn peril into possibility and crisis into opportunity. We are following our performance day after day, and it's getting better. Renault is really moving forward.
Thank you, Fabrice. Moving forward, that will be your conclusion and our conclusion for today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end of our Renault Talk. Thank you for following us. I now invite the press to stay with us for a Q&A session. Luca and all the other speakers will join up on stage to answer all your questions. Thank you and goodbye.